Hi, everybody. Welcome to TWR Facebook Live. This is the 10th day. So we completed our 10-day meditation on the healing power of your breath. So a 10-day meditation on specifically focusing on physical and emotional pain. And so before I go into today's webcast, I wanted to say thank you for a few people. So first of all, I want to really thank the TWR Facebook Live team. There's a group of people who has been for now months, has been very actively every single day, hours of effort gone into it to able to do this Facebook Live, all volunteering people. And also I wanted to thank the umjes, the practice guide, all who have very committed for last 10 days in very short notice that guiding meditation in many different languages. This is really, really exciting. And I clearly have a pleasure of opening my Facebook page and seeing a guided meditation happening in from all over the world and a different time. So this has been a wonderful experience to watch this happening. So I wanted to again thank you for all the practice guides. And also I wanted to thank you people who really very actively participating and to our efforts. So people who have been really like following the Facebook live very diligently and sharing a lot of comments and experiences and supporting other people. So I wanted to thank everybody who participated and very actively. And so just so now as we finish our 10 days meditation, I wanted to ask everybody, how was it? All the Umze guide meditation, how was it for all of you guiding the practice? And how was all the people who have participated in these 10-day meditation? And just I think I would love to have some feedback from all of you. How many of you have participated for 10-day every day? How many people have participated? And how many people who you have participated at least and few times, and with the guide practice, with the recording, and how many of you really felt the benefit? How was it? How's your pain? It's always amazing to see people saying that, just my 50% of my pain is gone. My pain is gone completely. Pain is not gone, but I feel much easier, more peace with my pain. And first time I slept well. And all those comments are really like what inspires us and what gives us the fuel to continuously do this wonderful service. So I very much wanted to hear back from all of you. So please keep on writing feedbacks, as it does not interfere anybody. So you can make your comments here, and I will happy to look at these comments, and definitely, and it could be also inspiring for all the other people who are watching my teaching, but also seeing the responses of the people, the comments of the people. So that is also itself is teaching and information. So I strongly recommend to give feedback. Let's talk about why. So those all these beautiful comments are why it worked. Why it worked. I think, of course, apart from the teaching, it's wonderful, but the ancient wisdom tradition, unbroken lineage, apart from that, I think it has so much to do with your commitment and the connection that you feel toward the teaching, toward me, toward the Cyber Sangha. I think your commitment and your connection is what making these teaching work for you. So obviously those don't have that level of commitment or that depth of connection will be not the same. So basically why it's working for you is your commitment and your connection. So it's so exciting really to see how this internet age, like this is what I call sacred cyber sangha. So really like this notion of sacred cyber sangha is, I feel, is really, really important, because somehow we all needed to connect. Without connection, nothing will work. Without connection, there is no friendship. Without connection, there is no love. Without connection, there is no healing. Without connection, there is no enlightenment. Without connection, there is nothing. So connection matters. But the question always we can argue about what connection it is. Sometimes people think about losing connection because of the internet. Yes, absolutely, you're right. Because you see three people sitting together around the table and everybody is looking on their phone and trying to search something, look at some email, texts, and so on. That's not good. Definitely, we don't want that. But on the other hand, the internet is another way of connecting also. This is a different way of connecting, but I think it's really important to value this kind of connection also. I know many of you who are been watching these teachings for a number of, I know like many of you, we already probably have some sense of teacher-student relationship, or at least familiar with my work for last 15, 20 years. But how often we see each other? It maybe once, twice a year. And is that good enough? It's better than nothing. But definitely it can be more. And the more, there's no way I can come to travel that more, or it's not possible that you can come and travel more to me, but we do not have to do that. So this is another way of we are able to connect. So the Cyber Sangha, connection through the Cyber Sangha, I think it is really, really important. I'm saying that we all kind of know that, but in some sense, I don't think we know the value of these cyber connections. We don't know, and we don't use enough, and we don't benefit enough from this kind of connection, cyber sangha relationship, cyber teaching, cyber meditation, and so on. So I think I wanted to acknowledge the value of it. Now, on the other hand, sometimes, of course, some of you might be feeling, well, yes, I understand it's a valuable, but that's not enough. We really wanted to connect more with people to people, heart to heart, in person, talking, looking at directly to each other's eye, connecting with each other, hearing each other's voice in person. I absolutely understand that. I do feel the power of that, need of that. So that's why I wanted to talk a little bit about the local Sangha also. And I have asked all our international local Sangha, because we have many centers around the world, and there are many great practitioners around the world. There are people who have been following teaching for many, many years, and people who are also helping other people in their whatever their capacity is. In many different ways, people are helping. So we do have a lot of places. We do have a lot of people who teaches, and and these places are very active, engaged, and these people are also very committed. So we do have. So I thought maybe today is a time to introduce a little bit also a local sangha, because we have been talking about a cyber sangha for a long time. So because as the end of this 10-day meditation, I wanted to emphasize. So I ask the organizers from all around the world, from different countries, please do presence during this Facebook Live. I have requested them a few days ago. As I can see now, Ligmicha, Mexico, Ligmicha, Colombia, Ligmicha, Germany. And then I think it's not that we are trying to promote these things. I think I saying cyber sangha is equally important. The local sangha is equally important. The cyber sangha. It's a very much question of each individual's need. If your need is fulfilled completely, that's all what it matters. But if your need is not fulfilled, somehow it's some sense of we need to find some way to fulfill your need, spiritual need, your need for your support for practices. Either it's a teaching, it's a schedule of meditation, or it's like a mentor or group practices, whatever it is, that somehow we need to find a solution. It's like this is what reason why I'm talking about local sangha. It's if there is a need, there is a support. So I have asked many of these places, they have regularly meditation, a weekly basis meditation, and some places couple of times meditation, each of these places. So I am asking all the organizers to please give the Facebook page link here as I'm speaking, the web page link there, as a different city. If there is a group practices, please give the link here. If anybody is kind of having some personal kind of support, that I want everybody sangha to connect with each other. Probably in one city that you are listening, and maybe 5-10 people are listening, but none of you know each other. Or in one city there's 2 people are listening, feeling very, very lonely that you don't have any support. But maybe there is somebody listening right next a mile away from you. But this communication is the way to you to connect together with each other, a way to connect with the practice group there. So I would strongly recommend to participate, be active here, sharing your information and connecting with each other to support each other. And then, of course, there are sometimes situations and cases where there are no one there. You're maybe truly you're alone, and truly you're feeling lonely. But again, because of the cyber sangha, because of the regularly Facebook Live teaching and meditation, you do not need to feel that you are supported. I come to your room. I'm traveling with you. In your cafe, everywhere you are traveling, I'm with your airport. I'm there right in front of you, right with you. So there's no need to feel that sense of lonely. But in case if you do want to feel like a need person to have a community or something like that, then if there is not one, you could be the one who can create one. Now, 25 years ago, when I first time came here, there was nothing. Even the burn was not here much. And sometime when it's here, unfortunately, it's some sense of a negative and undermine comments, and even people, some teachers, even practitioners, and people who think about compassion and openness and tolerance, even from them, there's a word of undermining words and people like that. So it was nothing was there. But today there are a lot of information practices. It came out of nothing. So if you're alone, you could be the one who can start the practice group. And of course, if there is that interest, and you always you are welcome to communicate with the Ligmincha International Board and at the ligmincha.org. That is the email that you can communicate and see how that we can support you to do that. So again, so that's the ligmincha.org. You are welcome to communicate and to help you. So now, this whole 10 days meditation and teaching has been the healing power of your breath. So definitely, I always think about breath as a medicine, meditation as a medicine. So clearly, awareness as a medicine, wisdom as a medicine. So these all are definitely, it's like a medicine, can be used as a medicine, will help as a medicine also, similar to medicine. So breath like as a medicine. So I wanted to maybe speak a little bit today about the healing power of your breath. Now, when we think about the breath, of course, immediately comes in mind is this. This is it, right? This is what you're breathing. In the room, the window is open, the air is coming in and out, it keeps the room fresh. In your body, the air is moving in and out and giving you oxygen. Even in your brain, air is moving in and out and giving you oxygen and so on. So these are like a air. These are like a breathing that you can call and you can think about this as a rhythmic breath. There's a rhythm to it. There's a sense of rhythmic breath, you can call it. And then you can think about like a non-rhythmic breath, the breath that you can, when it gets subtler and subtler, and breath, it gets easier, and more effortless, and to go to the point of the so subtle that nobody hears that you are breathing, maybe even to the point you are so subtly breathing that you don't even hear that you are breathing. So it's not so much of almost like a rhythmless, almost like a subtle, you don't hear it, but you're still, the breath is happening. But then you go to non-rhythmic breath in a sense of like the awareness, the mind, the connections. The universe is breathing. The universe is breathing. The plants are breathing. Every cell in your body is breathing. Your heart is breathing. Your lung is breathing. Your kidney is breathing. And everybody who is breathing, the breath is there. The life force is there. It stays alive. When the breath stops, when the vitality stops, it starts to decline its forces and it began to die. So breath is very much like what keeps us alive and gives us a strength. So in a sense of like a non-rhythmic breath, let's talk a little bit about that. Now, in earlier one of my teachings, I think we talk about 9 winds, and we talk about this notion of 9 winds. It's coming from one of the very ancient and very important tantric texts called Maju Sangye Jusum in Tibetan. It's 3 great tantras, mother tantras in the Burn tradition, and so in that tradition there is a whole explanation and a knowledge about 9 winds. So I will talk a little bit about that. I don't want to go into that 9 breathings or the 9 winds, but I would like to talk a little bit more simpler version of that. So think about this. Let's think about like 5 different levels. Okay, the level 1 will be like a conceptual breath. So, for example, right this very moment, if you look inward yourself, what is happening in you? is your conceptual mind is very active. That means, are you thinking a lot? More than you're feeling, more than you're experiencing your breath. For sure, very minimum less awareness, but the mind is thinking. If that, when there is a lot of conceptual activity, very narrow conceptual activity, very limited options of conceptual activity, so there is no space, there is no air, there is no breath. It contracts you. So you think about that's like a conceptual breath. So that if you look at yourself, that very moment, your breathing cycle and your active conceptual thoughts and confusion. Look at the association there. There is clearly linked association, but it's not so much fun, right? It's not so much fun. And you're not breathing well. But there is clearly that concept, your breath, and the wind of that concept, conceptual wind. In Tibetan we say yichi talung, yichi talung. That winds are associated. Let's go to the next step. Emotional breath. So those you who are experiencing a lot of emotional, like a fear, anxiety, like anger, jealousy. Think about it. The moment your emotions are very active, you're feeling so much emotion, so strong emotion, that very moment, watch your breath. Your breath is directly affected by those emotions. Those emotions has unique characteristic of wind. It's called nyomombi tsublung, emotional wind. This is emotional wind. That wind is affecting your breath, and your breath is probably affecting about amount of oxygen or kind of oxygen, probably, which is difficult to say in theory, a kind of energy that you're breathing in. It's not a high quality, not a good quality. So it's affecting your body, it's affecting your mind, it's affecting your mood, it's affecting your view of the world, it's affecting your sense of self, it's affecting your decision, it's affecting every aspect of yourself, for example. So what does this mean? So that means you are having emotional breath. So conceptual breath or breathing, emotional breathing. Oh, let's talk about the third one, better one, a resting breath. Okay, resting breath. So the resting breath, it's more resting in a sense, resting from negativity, resting from the conceptual activity, resting from the effort, resting from the emotional winds or effort. Breath of resting. So for now, those you are listening to me, bring your attention to your body, bring your attention to your speech, bring your attention to your mind, and practice of the three door. That means the stillness in your body. Feel that. Rest in that stillness as I'm speaking. Rest in your silence. Feel the silence. Connect with that silence. Be aware of the spaciousness of your mind, the openness of your mind. So, be aware of all the three doors, or eat three precious pills. I say that, it's the same thing. Feeling that deep stillness in your body. Feeling that deep silence in your speech. Feeling that wide openness in your heart and your mind. Right now, you're breathing deep. Your breath is a resting breath. There's a sense of stability, calmness, connectedness, sense of peace, sense of resting, effortless. You're not draining your biological energies. You are protecting, restoring your biological energies, your psychological energies. This breath is very different from the previous two, the conceptual breath and emotional breath. This is a resting breath. Let's think about the number 4, the breath of awareness. You are resting, you are connected, you are silent, you are still, you are open, but not necessarily you are fully aware of any of these. That makes whole different. A rock, a mountain, it's still, but it's not self-aware of that stillness. a bulb, a candle, it's illuminated, but it's not aware of its light. A warmth in the heating in the room, there is a sense of, temperature-wise, there is a warmth, but it's not aware of its warmth. Because lack of awareness, everything makes different. You are different from everything else. You're different from that mountain. You're different from the temperature in the room. You're different from the candle, even crystals. Your unique ability, your unique quality is ability to be conscious, ability to be aware of that stillness, aware of that silence, aware of that light, aware of that warmth. Are you aware this moment? As I'm guiding, as I'm speaking, I want you to be in that meditation state. I invite you all to be aware of that now and feel completely that you are supported by all the Cyber Sangha friends. You're supporting me and I am supporting you. If I'm open to your support, I feel it. If you're open to my support, you feel it. When you feel it, it's helping you. So be open, feel connection. I'm inviting you to be aware of the three doors, aware of that stillness. It's like eating your favorite chocolate, dessert, with rush, with so much hunger, so much lack of awareness. You're eating it without being aware. That's one thing. You're eating it, but you're not aware of it. You're not tasting it. Or another example will be you have your favorite chocolate in your pocket. You have it, but you're not tasting it. You're not aware of it. You have the chocolate, you're not tasting it. There's a difference between possessing and tasting. Taste the stillness. Taste the silence. The moment you taste the silence, it immediately impacts you. You feel much deeper sense of peace. Your body immediately responds differently. Your stress immediately reduces down. It immediately clears your pain or begin to clear your pain. It's like immediately begin to stop your draining. So if you're draining yourself very fast, the moment you are aware of that silence and resting in that silence, connected with that silence, immediately speed of the draining stops or slows down completely. So what I'm saying here is be aware of the silence. Feel the power of being aware of the silence. In Dzogchen teaching, it says, "Je me yeshe, je tu mepi yeshe." the wisdom of silence is the awareness which is aware of the silence. That awareness is the wisdom of silence, which is aware of the silence, which in this moment probably you're having glimpse of experience of being aware of that silence, being aware of that stillness, being aware of that spaciousness. Not only possessing, but you're being aware of it, connected to it. Continuously be aware. And continuously feel the differences between being aware or just being still, being aware of the stillness or just being still, being aware of the silence or just being silent, being aware of the spaciousness or just being open. Feel the difference, see the difference, realize the differences. Continue. This stillness is not only in you, you can expand that your surrounding to others and around the world. In the Cyber Sangha, feel this collective sense of stillness, connectedness. Feel this collective sense of silence. We definitely need this collective silence this moment in the world. Feel this, the spaciousness expands from you to your environment to others around the world. Space expands. There is an unbounded collective stillness, awareness of that stillness, unbounded collective sense of silence and awareness of that silence. Unbounded collective sense of spaciousness and awareness of that spaciousness. Now your breath is completely different. It's the breath of awareness. In Tibetan we say, Rikpi Ranglung, the breath of self-awareness. The breathing that you are doing, the breath that you have, is like a medicine. What you're breathing in, it's like a medicine. What you're breathing out, it's clearing things from your system. Your toxics is releasing, clearing. It's your breath. It's your breath of awareness. It's your healing breath. It's you have it all the time. You can access it whenever you want, whenever you need. Trust that. Now, some of you are feeling very deep to the point, the stillness and awareness, there is no separation. The silence and the awareness of the silence, there is no separation. The spaciousness, the boundlessness, the sacred space, and the awareness of that sacred space, there is no separation. There is only oneness. It's like a unified field, inseparable state. This is like the highest wind, the highest the breath, highest energy field. Connection of non-duality, a oneness. In our teachings, we say Pönyi Yinglung, the essence of burn, the winds of burn essence. Okay, now you can open your eye and continuously trying to keep that same deep rhythm of breath and feel the same, the healing quality continuously you're receiving individually, collectively. Allow that energy, the wind, to continuously flow through you. So how was the meditation? So I would like to hear your feedback. So how was your understanding about the explanation, and how was your experiences of the practice, and what did you feel? Did you feel from these 5 different stages where conceptual breath, very specific characteristic, is very a specific one, and you can probably see you are more into one kind of air, the breath than the other one. Those you are very emotional, you can see how commonly, how frequently your emotional breath is very active. And those you are kind of more like earthy individuals, more like a naturally more connected. You have more that sense of resting breath, not necessarily breath of awareness. Whenever you are good days, whenever you are guided, whenever you are more connected, you have more awareness, breath of awareness, that you are more conscious, regardless of it's a joy, it's a pain, doesn't matter. The awareness does not distinguishes you're happy or not. And awareness is equally important case of being happy or sad. In some cases, even when you're sad, when you are in conflict, it's more important to be aware than when you are not in. So awareness has a role, a benefit all the time, every situation. And then the last one, the breath of this unified field of sense of breath, where that not only there is awareness, but the awareness is so deep that it becomes one with what you're aware of. There is no sense of separation between the subject and object. And we say Tenzin Tawa, like a non-dual. So it's kind of beyond. So ability to rest in that, in a deep sense of meditation, it's also possible there. So you can see the conceptual breath, emotional breath, resting breath, breath of awareness, breath of unified field, breath of unity or inseparable. So the 5th one. So these are very, I think, in a simple way to understand, you can try to look at that way. It means the same thing, that explanation as in the nine winds. So that's all. I think we are running out of time. And again, I encourage all of you to give me feedback, comments back, because when we are in the big hall, a couple of hundred people sitting together, each one of you don't have a chance to ask the question or make a comment or hear your experiences, but because it always kind of takes more time, extra time, and it's a different space. In this case, whatever you want to make a comment on and you share your experiences, it does not interfering anybody. Rather, it's like supporting other people. So welcome to continuously do that. As even when we finish this, continuously watch these practices and give comments, and so we will continue. So this is it. Thank you again, once again, TWR Facebook Live team, all the Lingmija Sangha organizers, all the Umdis, people who guided the practice, and every participants, and everybody who have liked the page, and kind of, I know the number has been increasing quite a bit, activity in this Facebook page, and who have liked the page, who have made comments on it, who have shared these teachings with other people. And this is, in a way, it's wonderful to do it, because when you're sharing it, you're not kind of pushing anybody to do what you do, but you are sharing it. It's in case somebody do wanted to do what is more significant, meaningful for you, that can be life-changing support in whatever people are going through challenges, and up to people to follow or not follow. But somehow we all become a door for somebody in some ways. So that taking that opportunity is, I think, it's always wonderful. This is what I try to do, take use of this Facebook means to able to do that. So we will now, this coming Saturday, we have a conversation with Professor David Presley from the University of Berkeley here, and he's a great scientist, neuroscience, and so we'll be talking a little bit about meditation and neuroscience, and particularly a little bit more on a sleep and the meditation. And I'm looking forward. So I hope that all who you are interested in these dialogue between the science and meditation, spirituality, welcome, and let other people know who might be interested in too. And then after that, we are right now planning, organizing with the team to what will be our next Facebook Live topic. And the topic is defined already. We will be talking on sleep yoga practice, but we will try to really engage everybody into practices of the sleep yoga, at least trying to sleep more. I think many people need to sleep more, need to sleep better, need to so for the well-being of your health, well-being of your mind, for many reasons, and of course for your meditation and practice. So we will. I'm very excited about continue. So all the details will be on TWR Facebook, and also with all the other web pages, and information will be there. So keep on watching, seeing the update of information when and schedule will be. So thank you very much, everybody. Love you all. Bye.